White often represents cleanliness, freshness, peacefulness, and new beginnings. But when it comes to white foods, you might think of them as unhealthy. They've gotten a bad rap because of refined foods, such as white rice and flour. These once brown foods have had their outer shells removed, so they end up with their white color, not to mention their blood sugar spiking properties. And that's why many of us look at white foods in a negative light. But the truth is that not all white foods are unhealthy. In fact, there are plenty of white foods with a lot of health benefits, especially when it comes to lowering your blood sugar. So, which white foods are the most diabetic friendly? Keep watching to find out. In today's video, we'll uncover the 5 white foods that lower blood glucose. You'll also discover an ancient white food that keeps you full longer, a white food that's rich in cholesterol-lowering omega-3 fatty acids, and a tiny but powerful white food that works overtime to fight harmful free radicals. But before we continue, can you please do us a favor and like this video? Also, don't forget to subscribe to Diabetics Talk and hit that notification bell so you know when our new video comes out. And stick around to learn how you can get not 1, not 2, but 3 free gifts from us. Alright, let's get into it with the best white foods for managing diabetes, starting with number 5, Greek yogurt. Yogurt isn't just a nutrient-rich food, but also has a rich history behind it. Historians trace the existence of yogurt being used in ancient Greece. Even the likes of Genghis Khan fed his army this dairy product during the 13th century, as well as King Francois, the first of France, who introduced yogurt to Western Europe in the 16th century. What makes Greek yogurt healthier than other varieties is that it's strained, making it thicker and more protein-rich. And aside from that, Greek yogurt is also a good source of nutrients, such as calcium, healthy fats, 3.8 grams, carbs, 7.8 grams, vitamins A, B2, B5, and B12, phosphorus, potassium, selenium, and zinc. This white food supports both gut health and bone health, and it also makes for a great snack that keeps you full in between meals. In fact, research shows a positive relationship between weight management and eating yogurt. However, to get this maximum blood sugar lowering benefits of Greek yogurt, it's best to choose the unsweetened kind, which is the full-fat variety. It may have more calories than the sweetened low-fat version, but that doesn't make it unhealthy. And if you're craving a little sweetness without the added sugar, go natural by adding fruits to your Greek yogurt. This gives you a helping of natural fibers to offset the natural sugar content. Number 4, cauliflower. This is a high-fiber vegetable that not only keeps you full, but also feeds your gut bacteria. This is important because good gut health equals better digestion and avoiding gut inflammation and constipation. Better yet, research confirms that consuming more fiber reduces the risk of major life-threatening illnesses, such as heart disease and cancer. One study says that intake of soluble fiber improves glycemia and insulin sensitivity in non-diabetic and diabetic individuals. And since cauliflower also makes for a great rice substitute, you'll massively cut down on carbs and avoid spiking your blood sugar. Number 3, garlic. Garlic is incredibly healthy thanks to its healing properties, which have become well known over the centuries. In fact, Olympic participants in ancient Greece used garlic to boost their athletic performance. It's no wonder because garlic is so dense with nutrients such as calcium, copper, iron, manganese, potassium, phosphorus, selenium, vitamins B1, B6, and C. This means garlic is a great way to boost your immune system and keep illnesses at bay. Not only that, but this white food is also great for lowering blood pressure and cholesterol levels. And of course, when it comes to blood sugar, research also shows that garlic is a positive effect on fasting blood sugar and HbA1c levels. Multiple studies reveal that consuming garlic significantly reduces blood glucose, especially in diabetic patients. Before we move on to the next white food, are you ready for your 3 free gifts? Our new book, 10 Incredible Foods That Reduce Blood Sugar, uncovers a treasure trove of diabetes-fighting foods. Our free 1-hour documentary, The Scary Truth About Sugar, reveals the real reason why type 2 diabetes, obesity, and heart disease rates are skyrocketing, and what really works when it comes to preventing these illnesses. And our new recipe book, Amazing Alternatives to Rice, Pasta, and Bread, that contains over 50 easy to prepare and easy to follow recipes you can eat with the whole family. You can grab these free gifts in the description box below this video. Okay, let's move on to number 2, white fish. Cod, haddock, plaice, pollock, coley, dab, flounder, red mullet, gurnard, and tilapia are all examples of white fish. Low fat content is one of the great benefits of eating white fish. Processed meats are heavier in saturated fats, which isn't ideal. Instead, white fish tend to have higher omega-3 fatty acids, which have a lot of healing properties. For instance, omega-3 fights something called metabolic syndrome, which is a combination of unhealthy conditions such as obesity, elevated blood pressure, insulin resistance, high triglycerides, and high LDL cholesterol levels. Several studies confirm that omega-3 consumption can reduce these negative effects, and ultimately, that means you can tackle multiple symptoms in one go, such as balancing your blood sugar, cutting down on inflammation, and reducing the risk of heart disease. And our number 1 white food is sesame seeds. They may be small, but don't underestimate the massive benefits that sesame seeds can offer you. Like the other foods on this list, sesame seeds are great for lowering cholesterol. They're packed with polyunsaturated and monounsaturated fats, not to mention a couple of plant-based compounds called lignans and phytosterols. And all of these combined have a positive impact on cholesterol levels. On top of that, sesame seeds are a great source of plant-based protein. This is vital for building muscle and achieving hormonal balance. These seeds are also rich in trace minerals such as copper, iron, selenium, zinc, and as well as vitamins B6 and E. These play a huge role in boosting your immune system, as well as supporting basic functions, and sesame seeds are a great source of antioxidants that fight damage-causing free radicals floating around in the body. This is vital because the less free radicals that are present in your system, the less likely you'll suffer from heart disease, inflammation, and other chronic illnesses. And because sesame seeds are low in carbs and packed with protein and healthy fats, this sets the stage for better blood glucose levels. Plus, plant-based compounds known as pinoresinol also aid in stabilizing blood sugar levels, making sesame seeds a powerful ally in protecting your health. And that concludes our top 5 white foods that lower blood glucose. Which is your favorite blood sugar-friendly white food? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click that thumbs up and subscribe to Diabetics Talk. And before you go, please download our new book called 10 Incredible Foods That Reduce Blood Sugar, and check out our free 1-hour documentary, The Scary Truth About Sugar, which reveals the real reason why type 2 diabetes, obesity, and heart disease rates are skyrocketing. Plus our new recipe book, Amazing Alternatives to Rice, Pasta, and Bread, that contains over 50 easy to prepare and easy to follow recipes you can eat with the whole family. Get these free gifts now from the link in the description box below this video. We want to keep making informative, research-based videos for you. So if you've gained value from this video and would like more of it, you can send us a super thanks by clicking the thanks button at the bottom of the video. Thanks for watching, and we hope you're having a diabetes-fighting day.